the picture from when I was back in Georgia in my friend's gym. And this is where we did some photo shooting, so those were quite good professionally taking pictures. But anyway, let's wait for a little bit. Today is the boxing basics again from the last streams. Majority of people asked me to do that kind of live stream again, so that's what I'm gonna do. But let's wait for some people. I'm gonna grab water, drink a little bit. There's some kids training here. I always love watching kids training. Just let me show you quickly. Look at them, trying their best. Growing into the warriors. Anyways, I'm gonna start warming up. And obviously gonna wait for more people to come in and join the live stream. Actually, I'm thinking to set up the poll and ask specific things that maybe you want to learn today in this live stream. So let me think. Write a poll. What do you want to learn? Basic steps for footwork. Okay, second one. Effective 2-3 puncher combos. And add one more side step. Side step. Okay, start a poll. Starting a poll, guys, and feel free to vote for something that you want to learn. And yeah, we're gonna go through all of it. So for now, I'm just gonna start warming up. Also, let me know if you can hear me properly. Doing some joint warm up, guys. It's very important. Hey, what's today? Today is boxing basics. I'm gonna go through the boxing basics and yeah, I'm gonna look into poll as well and prioritize the things that we learn according to the poll. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for all the positive words. Yeah, regarding warm up. So joint warm up is very important. Don't neglect it. So before doing everything else, before doing active warm up and shadow boxing and getting into snappiness, you gotta warm up your joints. Why the background noise is so loud? Well, because I think there is a fan and there is someone talking very loud next to me and there is a group class. Is it too bad or it's okay? Let me know. I can try to move a little bit actually. Let me move up. Maybe up here. That should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. Well, let me know how is it now. Okay, so back to the joint warm up. You gotta warm up your lower back, your hips. I've seen some boxers neglecting those areas because we don't have to do kicks, we don't have to, do like direct impact on legs, but still, you have all these movements, semi lunges, a lot of pressure on the calves, on the ankles, knees, and hips to a certain extent too. So you gotta warm it up properly. You're doing the joint warm up, as I said. Different sides. And the other side. You can try to do the balance it out as well. It's gonna help to activate your balance patterns. But if you cannot do it, it's not necessary. Anyways, knees. You can pull the knee up. As I said, everything that helps to warm up your joints. Feet and your toes. Also, very often neglected part. And you gotta, especially now, me doing bare feet, shadow boxing, and yeah, gotta be careful. It's better to warm them up properly to avoid any unpleasant situations. Amazing, thank you, appreciate it. Okay. Okay, we're gonna, guys, no dates for me, I have a husband, so I appreciate it, but no thank you. Okay, let's, we're gonna keep warming up in the movement, and we're, because this video now gonna be a boxing basics, okay? So let's get to the stance. This is orthodox stance. It seems like a southpaw, but it's orthodox just because the stream is flipping it. This is southpaw. So my right arm is in the my right leg and my right arm are to the front. So the classic stance would start. You would want to put your feet on the side of your shoulder approximately. You can step back with your back leg that is supposed to be back, turn around diagonally slightly, and that's your stance. I guess there are many ways how to do it, but it's like one of the simple ways. So again, stand it like this, a step back, so it's approximately on the level of your front leg's heel, and then turn around, turn diagonally towards the, so yeah, in a comfortable way. So both of your feet look in a diagonal direction. Okay, and here, so this is where we get this. We're gonna do a lot of jabs, hooks. So the left hand is working like the 60-70%. The back hand is you combine it, put it all together in the combinations. We're gonna go through all those combinations and to see how it works. But a lot of work would be, this double jab, stomach and head jab, all that kind of stuff. So if you're a complete beginner, you gotta train quite a lot separately on the jab. So you wouldn't just, a lot of amateurs, they tend to, they do this because they have in their head, I don't know why, but they have in their head that this back hand has to come first. But in reality, the front hand, this sharper one, shorter range of motion, that one works most of the time. Then usually you start combinations with left, and actually ideally you finish it with left as well. not always, and the more professional and the better you become at it, you can improvise. But a very good combos, very working combos is like 1, 2, 3, for example, and 1, 2, 3. Even if that last punch does not land, it guarantees you the protection. Okay, so you're a beginner, you already established your stance, and now you gotta learn how to move. So the basics of the hip movement in the boxing is to basically shift your body weight from one leg to another, and vice versa. So here, if you see it from the side, I'm throwing jab, I actually lean more on my right leg. I throw cross, I stand on both. I'm not falling forward on the front leg because that's just not gonna work. But at the same time, I'm shifting my position, that I'm not staying here. You kind of still stay on your back leg if you want to use your cross or right hook, whatever. The body movement's pretty much the same for all punches, at least on the basic level. So again, if you see from this side, I went back actually. I'm not staying here, I'm actually moving my body back. And the way I control the distance is actually with the front leg. So I already stand in a position where I create a little illusion that I'm far, but in reality I'm not far. I'm with my legs, I'm kind of there. That's why you don't want to stand and kind of create your limit in the motion by leaning on the left front leg way too much. That's why you're standing like this, so you can sneak in and bam, all of a sudden you're actually in a closer range than your opponent might expect, right? That's why we're learning. Go to the right and then stand on both. Go to the right, shift forward, stand on both, up. Okay? And if you look at my feet, let me just look into what people asking here for a second. I'm Georgian, I'm not Russian. It does sound Slavic, I guess, a little bit, but I think it's just the Eastern European / Caucasian / generic English, something like that. But anyways, let's get back to it. So go to the right, and if you can look at my feet, I'm fully standing on the right foot, like a flat on the right, on my back leg, and in the front, I'm not. This leg is not up. It's not. I'm not pushing on my toes in a weird way. I'm like pushing with my heel up. So it has to be quite hard. It has to be hard enough so you are secure in the position. One, and then when you come on the right, boom. Here the same. You don't do this. You don't raise that leg. I've seen people doing this sometimes. No, you don't do that. You literally stand it, and you try to get used to firmly putting your steps in. So you would practice 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, without moving forward or backwards, just literally learning how to do those steps right on the spot. Okay? You're American? No, I'm Georgian. From the country, Georgia. Let's see what people. So basic step footwork, that's what we're going through right now. 39% of people want to do that. I'll be honest, we'll do all of it. We'll do all of it because all of those elements are important. But we're gonna do it gradually. So continuing with the basic steps, I'm gonna switch to the front now and show you from the front view. So imagine I'm your reflection in the mirror. So you stand in front of the mirror. What you want to do, how you want to practice it, you want to aim to your own stomach, your own jaw. So you don't throw punches like this in a weird direction. What you want to do, aim for your own chin. Okay? Stomach up. So that's gonna help you to learn how to aim to the proper position, for proper target. What you can practice is you can practice single side first. Boom. Get to the stance. Boom. So you start feeling that range of motion properly. So right now I'm just doing jab. One, bump. One, bump. Back to the stance. One. So you don't have that much of the range of motion, but you gotta learn how to create the power jab from that position. Okay, so you do this. You can add up hook. You can do uppercut. So the movement doesn't change. Jab, hook, uppercut, getting back to the face straight away. So I always pull the punch back straight at through the shortest distance to back to my chin. So I wouldn't do this and again back like that. For example, uppercut, and I've seen amateurs making that mistake. No, you do hook and back to your boom, boom, punch and back. Same. With the straight, it's easy. It just goes with the same trajectory, and then uppercut, bump, bump, straight away to back to your chin. Lamazu. That's beautiful in Georgian. Okay, anyways, let's continue. So work on the front hand, changing, practicing different punches. The easiest is just to, for the very beginners, it's about starting from jabs, jab and cross basically, to train on those. But when you learn that movement, it really becomes easy to just slightly change the direction of the punch, and it just goes like, you see, my body movement, my hip movement is not really changing. One thing that's changing is my hand position. Same you can do from the back side. So you don't switch the stance, you're still there, and you do bump and back. So here on the back side, like when you try to throw cross or right, in my case, right hook, right uppercut. Like in the boxing, on a more advanced level, you can change, switch stances. You can do like a cross footwork. But when you're completely amateur, it's better to stick to the blueprint. So standing firmly, do this, like I explained to you. One, stepping in properly, positioning my knee. My knee is not here, not there. My hips are strong, my abs are focused, engaged, and my knee kind of comes, at least that's how I do. Like I put my knees quite together, and here I just feel very secure in that position. I remember I used to do like, just not even moving my hip properly, but then I just adapt to that movement, strictly positioning my knee here, right, close to the front left knee. Okay, do the same, get back to the position, go, do the same, back to the position, bump, and get back, always get back. So don't stay there, so after you throw the punch, don't stay in the position, always get back. So as the very basic, you gotta start training that from the very beginning, and you're gonna make it way easier for yourself. Okay, hi Becky Lynch, hi. Hi, I think I gotta take that knee thing. I'm training for boxing, I like boxing, and well, if you look into my channel, guys, you'll see yourself. Just check out my channel and you can see quite a lot of boxing training and some other type of streams, but pretty much it's about boxing, martial arts, conversations about that, live streams are pretty much about that. And yeah, so as the main thing, I practice boxing as my priority. Okay, so where were I? Yeah. Once you kind of get comfortable in this moment and becomes like repetitively identical, then you can do jab, cross, and back. So never say jab, cross, and don't drop arm here. Always imagine that you always pull it back, okay? So 1, 2, 3. If you don't leave your left hand in front, always make sure that boom, boom, and you kind of like you grab it, kind of pull it backwards. So you make sure that you fleet the punching distance on time. So you would do bump, bump, bump. And I'm not going fast. You can go slow. 1, 2, back, and 1, 2, back. If you can look at my feet, that's what I do. 1, 2, back. Repeating same movement over and over again. 1, 2, back. Now if I add up a little bit speed and intensity, that's what you should do at some point, it would look like this. Bum, bum. But I'm not going too fast because I don't want to do this. I don't want to cut on my technique. I don't want to spoil my technique just to get faster. So if you want to grow that speed, explosivity, you got to do it step by step and choose the right speed where you actually can use that clean technique, like 1, 2, and back. 1, 2, back. Okay? 1, 2, back. 1, 2, back. And then you can try the fastest, like, okay? Okay, so it's like you can do different ways. Start from slower, gradually increase the speed and intensity, and then practice explosive shadow boxing. And as a beginner, you don't have to move. Don't try to make it too much for yourself. Just focus on those steps right on the spot. This is like the first stage. Once you can do it quite efficiently on the spot, different combos, then when you do 2 punches, you can switch to 3 punches, like 1, 2, 3, for example. 1, 2, 3. Because here now, see, my hip comes up, then right stance, but you see, then I get back to the left, so I'm not I'm not falling in the position. So you gotta keep the practice up. Everyone like this stream and subscribe to this channel. Thank you, Humberto. Appreciate it. Then I don't know what I said, but I just do what I did, like 1, 2. I think I was saying 1, 2. Anyways, so after 2 punches, go 1, 2, 3. Again, start slower. 1, 2, 3. And then go faster. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Keep practicing around that. Then you can do diversify your 3 punches. You can do jab, right hook, and left uppercut. For example, 1, 2, 3. Okay, the golden 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, again, from slower to faster and more explosive. So all of that, you keep practicing, keep working on the same spot. We didn't even get to the point where you actually add up steps, start moving back and forth on the side, you know, like that kind of stuff. I really believe that you gotta do it on the same spot first to really teach yourself how to do it. And I believe instead of doing it not very good, then kind of switch to, oh, okay, I'm gonna move now, crossing your feet, you know, kind of jumping from one thing to another. I really believe that it's gonna help you to get way better if you stick to the very basics in the beginning, which is this movement. This is like the most basic. Okay? Next thing we would add, like, and I usually do with people I train, we add rolls and slips or weaves and sleeps. So same, almost the same movement. On the sleeps, you basically do, so what you would do, you sit, you bend slightly in your hip flexors, and you aim to take the punch on your shoulder. Imagine you're like this, and okay, boom, boom. Like you want to take it somewhere here, not in your head, right? So you would do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Here, gotta get used to it with your feet movement because it's slightly different. It's bending up. I'm not doing this, okay? A lot of amateurs I've seen, they're like bum, 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 and like kind of falling way too low. You gotta learn it bump and up, down, up, down, up, down, up with the defense, you know? In the beginning, just keep your hands up, but then further down the line, you can do this, you can do that, you can do this. There are many ways how to get an extra protection for yourself. What to do if I want to hit him with the jab, but he's way bigger. Well, it's hard to say. If you're talking about like the same weight category, just a taller person, that's what you mean. And they have longer reach. There is no point going like this because what's gonna happen? They just have longer reach. They're gonna reach, you won't. So instead of doing this, you would want to do this. And they're different from footwork. You can't do like cross feet like Tyson would do, like bump, bump. You see, like I throw the punch and I already slip it. So I kind of go, this is the direction I go from. But with the orthodox stance, you still can do like bump. Step in with the left hand and like boom, 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 kind of like this. Extra protection. That punch is gonna slip through. You're gonna get right in the chin because it's actually like this angle is the best if you have someone taller, because you actually land up right in their chin, and it's a very unpleasant way to get hit from that angle specifically. Okay, let's keep going. Anyways, so we stopped at the sleeves, right? So pump. Train it as a separate movement and don't break the stance, okay? Try not to. Obviously, you can go frontal and train it from here as well, but I recommend to get your proper stance and get used to moving from there. Also, if you see, I'm not doing like heavy movement. I imagine, to do it faster, I imagine that I turn off my legs. So on the way down, I do this. So that helps me to go faster under. Boom. Anyways, let's go to the whiz, to the rolls. So that is slightly different movement. What you would do is we roll. Now I'm gonna roll under to the left side. So in the beginning, I think you can just shift to the, like you roll under, shift to the left, roll under, shift to the right. That's the least confusing way to do it. If it's hard enough to do that, and you know sometimes people have a problem coordinating it, just get used to this, okay? First, get used to this. So, boom, turn off your legs, collapse, drop, boom, up. That is like the most basic. Then, after you kind of get to the sense of it, then you can do drop, roll, drop, roll, drop, roll. As you can see, I also use my legs quite a lot. I'm not doing this, okay? It happens, and as you're a boxer, you might do, sometimes you might do that. Depends on the style. Like my weather does a lot of like, you know, Philly shell, roll, then conch punch. But for kind of like the orthodox conventional way, you want to learn how to use your legs, okay? And for that, you're training your legs quite well, actually. And to get more advanced, you actually gotta train your legs. quite a lot to get stronger in it. Okay, Andrew Perry, I'm hiding you from the channel because we are not here for the negativity. You don't like it? I'm gonna hide it from you from the channel. Okay. Okay, we continue. So now we can, next step, even before moving to the steps, okay? Moving to the basic step movement, and we're working on the spot. Now we separately, we work jabs and crosses. We worked hooks, we worked uppercuts, we did the combinations of 2-3 punchers, and we did sleeps and rolls separately. Now we're gonna try to build up the combinations that are, 2-3 punchers, 4 punches maybe, and we add up sleeps, rolls, and we try to play around that too. For example, one of the basic combos and very useful combos in the real boxing is jab, cross, sleep, cross, and back. Or you can do jab, cross, sleep, cross, and with a hook. It's up to you. But maximum 3-4 punches, nothing extreme. Like if you really work, obviously you would move more, you would like try to be more in emotion with your head and everything. You're like boop, 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 boop. And because especially if first 2 or at least cross lands here and you sleep while probably the punch is coming towards you and you come back again and boom, this like happens in a matter of seconds. It's a very effective combo. I've seen many boxers doing it. I've done it myself, and I hope to do it once I start getting doing sparrings again. Those simple combos are the ones that I really want to master to be able to use it in the real boxing matches. Okay. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so moving. Actually, no, not moving yet. Just standing, because we're doing like the basic now, right? You don't have to overcomplicate it. But if it comes natural, and if you kind of, sometimes people pick it up very quickly and they're getting good natural at it. Don't hesitate. Let yourself move a little bit. Play around it. You don't have to be stiff and tense like that. Okay. Anyways, so let's do this combo again. Guys, it's very hot, by the way. I'm gonna drink water before I continue. Like, you have no idea how hot it is here. It's like it goes up to like 40 degrees. Maybe it's not that hot now, but it's crazy sometimes. Okay, let's keep going. Same combo. Jab, cross, sleep, cross, hook, okay? Bum, 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 okay? And again, don't go too fast. Don't go too fast if you cannot do it properly. Set the right speed and bum, bum, do everything right and back. So practice slower, start doing it slower, and gradually add up the tempo, add up the speed, and try to do it in an explosive way as well. Let's do another combo. Let's try to add up the roll. For example, 2, 3, roll, hook, hook, upper hook. You know what? Let's keep it simple. I'll do jab, hook, uppercut. Okay, from here now, I left that punch, and I'm gonna start rolling while I'm pulling it back. So some people do like, and then they stop. No, you don't have to do pause. You left it, you roll together, you pull it together, and you roll simultaneously, like boom. And you see, I'm not here, I'm already up, I'm just in a shifted position, and then it gives me even bigger range of motion to actually come back on the hook. So let me do it one more time. Jab, hook, uppercut, roll, boom. Okay? Obviously, start it slower. You can go 1, 2, 3, slowly, okay? And as I say to all of the rest, all the rest combinations I mentioned, do it, start from slow and gradually head up the speed. Yeah, I used to do more montages. Just right now, my channel has a good momentum on live streams, and I'm trying to stick to the live streams. When we go to Kuwait, gonna focus more on the. Some days gonna be dedicated to the opposite, recorded content. But thank you, I appreciate your feedback. Okay. We keep going. So again, repeating the same combo: jab, hook, uppercut, roll, hook. And look, you see, let's make it harder. So it's like jab, hook, uppercut, roll, jab, hook, jab. It seems like it's harder, but in reality it's not. It's just 1, 2, 3, roll, 1. Instead of 1, we add 2, 3. That's it. So a lot of combinations, they're not really more difficult. It's the same blueprint, just adding some numbers. So it's like 1, 2, 3, roll, 1, 2, 3, for example, or 1, 2, 3. It's better to diversify it and change the directions of the punches, but the idea remains the same. Also, you can have a double sleep or double roll, or you can have sleep and roll combo. Let's do that one. For example, we'll do 1, 2, 3, roll, and hook. Very simple. So it's 1, 2, sleep, roll, hook. Yeah, that's it. So again, slowly. Jab, cross, sleep, and from here, roll, and hook. One more time. You can do it with me if you feel like. Jab, cross, sleep, roll, hook. Okay? The roundhouse kick. I think that was, but like, spinning back kick was like this. But guys, I'm not really, the last time I really did proper kicks was in karate, and that was even before boxing, so I'm not the most efficient person doing it. Okay, let's continue. How can I win in a street fight? It's ironic to casket a girl. In the street, try to avoid street fights, because street fights is no rules, dirty, can be knives, can be weapons, you cannot do anything against that. Obviously, the skill, mixed martial arts, all that kind of skills, that help, that's good for confidence, good for a better control, but it's way too unpredictable, so avoid street fights, guys. It's not worth it. Okay, let's move. What is a good way also to train to get used to throw a lot of punches? Those are like the speeding combos, and again, you still can't do that on the same foot. So we didn't even move to the like steps and combinations. Right now, right now, all of that stuff that I already talked about, you can do on the same spot. Okay, so this is American style of footwork and the shadow boxing, which is like you would do, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, sleep, sleep, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's very simple, but what we do: 1, 2, 3, 4, sleep, sleep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, sleep, sleep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, sleep, sleep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, sleep, sleep, 1, 2, 3, 4. No impact. I'm not going too hard, but I'm teaching myself to hold the pace, control the tempo, the rhythm, and the more you can make it more complex. 1, 2, 3, 4, sleep. 1, 2, 3, sleep, sleep. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, sleep, sleep. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, sleep, sleep. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, sleep, sleep. 1, 2, 3. For example, trying different combos, because you could do like 1, 2, 3, sleep, sleep, and then 1, 2, 3. So it was, first part was jab, hook, uppercut. Second part was cross, uppercut, cross. And you try not to mess it up, okay? All of that you can do on the same spot. That's what I'm saying. There are a lot of ways, a lot of things you can practice just standing on the same spot before you even really focus on moving and go to that spot, to that point. Okay, let's move to the moving forward, moving backwards on the side, but just steps, no bouncing. So like with the bouncing, you would do it like, you know, more advanced, more intensively. We're not gonna do that yet. We're gonna learn how to keep that stance in the motion first, okay? So first you gotta learn how to make steps. So how do you align lower body steps with the upper body movement? So I'm now in the orthodox stance. What I'm gonna do jab and cross, okay? So with moving in. So if you look at my feet, instead of just doing it on the same spot, now I step in, step in. So from the side you can see properly. So instead of just doing this, I'm like bum, bum. It's a little, you're shorting up your distance slightly, but it is enough for the boxing perspective. That is quite a lot actually. So you would do like bum, bum, and back, bum, bum, back, bum, bum, back, bum, bum. Okay? And same with like we would do on the stance. You can practice it like this. One, just one side. One, hook, uppercut, jab, hook, uppercut. Okay? You can even put the target and do that with the target. Same with the right one. So you're standing from here, boom, in, boom, in. So in this case, I'm not just doing it on the same spot. I'm doing stepping in with the right leg. Okay. Thank you. So yeah, here is the target, by the way. I don't know if you can see it. Now you can see it. Yeah. Okay. So what you would do? Bump. You see? Here's my leg outside of it and he's inside. So I'm cutting approximately that much. But it's actually more than enough to actually get in there. Especially the reason why I do this, because I'm shorter one. So because I'm shorter, you see my hand aims up to that same angle that I was telling you, that it's like, if you get there, they can be a nightmare for a taller person if you really reach, like get that angle, like here, okay? Obviously, if you're taller, you would do like, you can do it straightly, aiming straightly. Okay, continue guys. So here, same working, basically, bum, bum, and back. Okay, bum, bum, and back. Regarding back, pulling back, let me just show you that because it's important. You came in 1, 2, but you also have to pull back, right? You would go with the right leg and left. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Very simple. You move forward, start with the front leg, move backwards, start with the right leg, except certain exceptions that I'll show you, and I do it specifically that way. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So if you want to do more steps, for example, jab, cross, and you see what I do? I did cross, I stood my foot here, I rotated, and then I stepped in. So it's like 1, 2, 3. Okay? This is how it looks from the 1, 2, 3. So I'm cutting my distance. Hello. I'm cutting my distance quite rapidly. Like I'm really coming on offense. Okay? So like, boom, boom, boom. Obviously, you're not only gonna do steps as steps on the ring. What you like, this is how it would look. It was like, pum, 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 you know, like ta ta ta. Like I might even do half steps if I want to go rapidly, but I create that explosion. Okay, so
Yes, it's light now.
I just love boxing.
That's not photo. So it goes up a little bit.
Guys, this gun joke is funny, but I already responded to that many times. If you see the gun, run away if you can. It's no point. But we're here to practice. Like, why can't you practice boxing for the sake of boxing? Not because I punching or kick someone's ass, but learn it for its own beauty and skill, you know, that kind of stuff. That's why I learned it. I wasn't really interested fighting boys or girls in the street or something like that. To me, it's just something that I really delved into, and apart from the sport, it's like it is an art to me. Anyways, so learning like 3 punches, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a good way to practice. You can go slower. 1, 2, 3, 4, and pull back. Okay. You gotta do it slower in the beginning, and this is how you learn how to move forward. So it's just a straight line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's like a straight offense. Now you got there. What do you do if the opponent all of a sudden decides to respond with offense? Do you stay there? Of course not. So what you would do, and that's actually quite common in boxing, you would do like 1, 2, 3, 4, for example. You offense, you come on offense, and all of a sudden your opponent starts hitting you. What you would do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So you would do like the opposite. Like, here is the thing that like technically, as I said, you move forward with the front leg, you move backwards with the back leg. And I do that when I just finish combo and I pull back, okay? But at the same time, when it comes to the defensive punches, so I would do 1, 2, 3, 4, and here I am. I actually, guys, in my case, and it's just my personal thing that I do, and it works better for me, I actually start moving with the front leg. But I'm not doing like a bear cross. I'm not crossing my stance. I still keep my stance, but I start with the front leg, and it's like I just feel better. I don't know, friction, better stability when I do that. Okay? Not taking advice from a female on MMA, then just go watch something else. Okay, let's keep going. So you can, let's start from that point where we already did a fence, and we did 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, again, 1, 2, 3, 4. I always try to cover myself. You would do side step. You don't want to just do 1, 2, 3, 4 and stay there. Try avoid that habit. Okay. And let's combine this too. So just doing straightforward defense and then defense, just a straight line, is a good exercise by its own. It's a good footwork training. So you stand 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's what you do. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's do it slower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Especially when you do it slower, you can go more like a full range. Okay, don't cut it off on the if you're doing it slower, because it helps your body to perceive a proper movement, and when you go it faster, you execute it better. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So basically, you can change the punches. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Change. You can improvise. Try different punches. Whenever you are comfortable in that footwork, whenever you're not messing your steps anymore, you can try to diversify punches. Okay. Obviously, you can add up rolls. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see, I still keep moving. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, coming closer. Again. 1, 2, 3, roll, 1, 2, 3. Slightly shifting position as well. So, as I said, just going straight offense and straight defense is like a second step after you just got used to, you know, doing all those things from the same spot. You can start. Do you agree with me? My husband's watching at me and was like, well, I hope he agrees. So you do straight and back. Okay, once you practice that, let's move to the next one. Let's learn how to move on the sides, because you're not gonna exactly move on the sides like this, but what you're gonna do, and I think you can do that even straight away, is circuit movement, because you're gonna have opponent here. Let me show you it this way. Just 1 second. I don't have to go to Dagestan. I'm from Georgia, and it's not for 2-3 years. I lived 22 years of my life in Georgia, so I'm good. Okay, so this is the opponent, okay? And what you would want to do, you would want to learn how to be able to move on the side, both sides, pump, 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 okay? And I'll do different movements, so just cutting your distance through the sideways, where you get to this blind spot where a lot of people don't be able to react, and that would give you a huge advantage. But still, before, if you're fluent at it, if you actually pick it up quite quickly, I would suggest to do it this way, half the circuit movements. But if you're a completely beginner and you never did it before and it's already confusing, you can do it like a side-to-side exercises. So you would just learn how to do sides first. Once you learn that, you can go like a half circle. It doesn't matter how you shift angle. It's like a side move. Like as long as you learn how to do the side moving, it should be fine. But here it's the same. We go to the left. The step comes to the left side, then up, cross, and the right foot in, then left again, and that in. So when you already practice forward and backwards, you're supposed to be at the point that you actually already should be quite comfortable. And after that point, it's not going to be that hard to navigate sides, okay? You always can, stop throwing the punches and just do the footwork, because it's just going to make it easier. If things get confusing, sometimes people have the problem with coordination. That's okay. Just keep your hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you see, I just move my shoulders a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically, this is like your shoulders are the ones who transfer that punch into your arm, right? So even if you just do this, that's good. No? Boom. Just remember, if you go to the left, go with the left. If you go to the right, go with the right. Avoid moving this way, okay? Don't cross your legs, because it's just gonna break your balance, and that's not good for you. Okay, 1 second, guys. I'm gonna drink more water, okay? How long do you box? I think it's total 10 years almost. So I started 2015 or 2016, the boxing specifically, and I did amateur competitions, but mostly my most experience comes from the open ring tournaments, which was non-official. So I have like a few fights in the official record, in an IBA, less than 5, I think. And then since then I just kept, I've been a sparring partner for others, I've been practicing by myself, like polishing and carving my technique. As you can see, I have a lot of focus on the technique, guys, a lot of focus on the technique. You can see that from the stream. And yeah, now I'm training myself to get back to sparrings and try to compete again. I'm just not decided quite yet if it's an amateur or a professional. Not decided yet. Okay, let's continue. So, as I said, Don't cross your feet. If you go to the left, start from the left foot and then close up with the right. If you go to the right, start with the back leg, with the right leg in my case, and then close up with the front left leg.
How much points you have in total?
In total, like as I said, open ring I have a lot.
Give us a number.
Huh?
Give us a number. Unofficial. How many times you stepped in the ring and what official?
Non-official. Should be 20, 30 at least. No, but it's, as I said, it's not official. It's like a tournament and stuff. Sometimes it was with the boys, you know, at that period, Georgian. I'm not saying that was going exactly well, but and I've been beaten up myself. I had some success with some boxers, but I'll tell you straight away. One of the reasons I want to come back is because I actually want to kick ass because I feel like I can now. Like back then, I didn't have guidance. I was vegetarian for funny enough reason. Yeah, I had a hard time cutting weight, so I couldn't. I was boxing in 57 kg, which is too heavy for me, and it was not even muscle mass. Now I'm 54, and like I would cut all the way down to 51, maybe even lower to go like a flyweight and very lightweight. So I still have the height advantage is not that big. And anyways, like, so I'm looking forward, guys, to share sparring sessions and actual competitions with you. Whatever I do in the future, everything is going to be uploaded and or streamed on YouTube. Okay. So let's keep going, okay? So we did like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I would say you can add up like a diagonal moves too. You know, it's like good to switch angles. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, up like this, bump. But that is good. We're getting to the point that it becomes more of the freestyle now. Let me just put this one here. It becomes a freestyle now. So let's switch to the bouncing straight away, okay? Like, this is bouncing. You know, pivoting and shuttling, you know, all that kind of stuff. You don't have to do that all the time, but you have to have a capability of doing that. If you're able to hold this space for a few rounds or entire fight, ideally, then you are in a good shape footwork-wise. Meaning that you can always step down, you can always switch the pace. You don't have to bounce all the time, especially when it's pro boxing. But it's like a good thing to train when you're training it. So in the beginning, you already practice everything else. You already know how to do, you know, like a proper movement. You know how to roll, sleep, punch. You know, you already practice all steps, rolls, different punches, different combos, and different directions. Now you just start bouncing. As you see, I don't do anything else right now. Obviously, you can choose your own sequence. As I said, if you naturally pick up the steps, then you start bouncing easy, just go for it. There is no point of following a strict blueprint, but I'm also giving this very basic step-by-step guidance now in this stream for people, especially who are completely amateurs in it and they really want like a step-by-step guidance. That's why I'm doing it. So now we're at the point that you can bounce now, and this is how you get used to it. A lot of people do make this mistake, okay? They lock their legs way too close. No, you don't. You're not gonna do that. You don't have to do that. You see, I keep the same distance, pretty much, between my legs, okay, to make sure that I have a stable ground. Because when you're gonna punch, you're not gonna throw the punch while jumping and while bouncing. Once you decide to throw the punch, it's gonna be bump bump. So you kind of hop in, come back, and then do the cross, then come back. So you would have to navigate between, you know, moving light on your feet, like, you know, and as you see, you know, I stick to the ground and back. When you go that fast, you don't do full rotation all the time necessarily, but your hip and your legs know how to produce that power, and those punches become snappy and explosive and pretty much impactful. Okay guys, I appreciate all of you. Okay, they say to learn early. I'm 28. Can I start boxing now? Absolutely, you can. Yeah, go for it. Especially if you're not looking to be professional, just do it. I believe that you can do anything, anytime, especially if you do it for yourself. I really do believe that you can do that on a high quality level. You just gotta commit to it. You gotta practice consistently, try to think about it, not just practice what they teach you, but actually ask yourself questions. Why do I do that? Like, you know, the sleep movement. Why do I do that? How do I do that? There was a point in my life that I didn't ask those questions. So it would be like I would throw this, and I wouldn't do sleep. I would just rotate my body right in the line. And no one would tell me that, Diana, you gotta use that shoulder. Imagine you just want to shield yourself, get in on shoulder. I've been taught that one quite late. And well, wasn't smart enough back then to figure out it myself. But then a lot of things I also started picking up myself. I was like, okay, why do I do that? Well, like, what is the purpose? How? There is a difference between, for example, if I do combination 1, 2, 3, 4, it's a beautiful combination when you do like a step back, then hop in. But then the combo doesn't work for me, especially when I'm dealing with someone taller, because what happens, 1, 2, I jump in, I cut the distance that I actually barely earned. Like, it could sometimes cost a lot to take that distance and like get yourself in the right distance. Why would you do 1, 2? Why would you hop in, try to get back? For a taller person, that is such an obvious thing. They would be like, just get you on the conch punch and you're done, you know? They rather get a point or you just get knocked out or knocked down. But what I would do, adjusting to my body type, to my height, I would do 1, 2, slipping right under, so they would throw the hand, and I'm right here already in the middle range, almost the close range, and then I go bam. So I'll show you again. Hold up, and so I'll show you again. Jab, cross, slip right here, and then bam. Okay, or jab, cross, bam, 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 and ending with the left hook. This is what I think, this is what I mean by saying to think and actually put a thought to it. Sorry guys. Whew. Okay guys, well, I appreciate all of you being here, but we're gonna continue. So when you bounce, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then basically bouncing comes in between the combos, okay? It's like, you know, moving, try to deceive them, rapidly changing the angle. If you do steps, you can use steps obviously in a certain moments, but if the movement becomes very broad, like if your opponent moves a lot, tries to catch you, you gotta do the same. You gotta make sure that you control that distance, you know, how to catch it, and it's just easier if you're able to bounce, if you're able to basically float on your feet. And then basically, also ideally what you would do, unless it's a defensive footwork, so if someone comes with the offense, you're like, bum, moving like, bum, 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 bum. So you just start doing the steps, going on defense, throwing those punches, shifting the angle. But if you want to go on the fence, you're like, bum. And what I like to do is like jump in. So I'm not just starting it from here. I'm already there, and what I will do, I was actually hopping straight away. So that one works quite well for me. You're like bum bum and boom boom boom, you know, boom boom, boom boom. So that ability to hop in was like almost a ghost step, or you know, go steps. It's like a, like this kind of. So when you bounce, if you can do that, it's quite a useful thing, and I think it's worth to practice. Why aren't there any heavyweights in weight class? I don't know. Well, considering that in other sports there are quite a lot of tall women and strong, like heavier women, like boxing. What is the? No, not bantamweight. Yeah, there is heavyweight. I think Clarissa Shields is rather light heavyweight or heavyweight or middleweight. I'm not even sure, but yeah, I don't know why there are not that many women in the heavyweights. Fighting is all depends on whether or not it's like competition, fighting or self-defense, two different things. Guys, here in this stream, we're not talking about self-defense, street fight, nothing like that. This is purely from boxing, sports point of view, okay? Let's just establish that. Okay. I'm back. Sorry, I had to drink some water. Okay, let's add up some interesting nuances. So now I'm moving fluently, and now bum, 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 bum. Let's work on certain combos, certain nuances that you can add up. The ones I use, I can't tell you that I use everything because, well, I believe that it really depends on your proportions, on your height, their style, and all that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna do my best to show you what I like to do, and there are certain things that I know how to do, even if I don't use them so much. So you can look it up for yourself. For example, there are combinations. You don't only do 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and again 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes, not sometimes, very often, you have combinations where you have double jabs, when you have jab, sleep, uppercut, hook. So you go like one-sided, get back to the same side, then go to the other side. So you break the classic tempo. But let's do some of those combinations in the movement, okay? So let's do, for example, double jab, and you see I'm moving in. 1, 2. So it's 1, 2. Throwing, stepping leg, left leg with throwing jab, stepping in the right one, and then again, okay? So that's how it will do. Pump, pump. Again, pump, pump. Stomach, head, okay? Stomach, head. And I switch the angles. So, pump, 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 and back. So like, pump, 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 boom. So those kind of combos. You're actually supposed to be able to use your jab quite a lot. Your jab is like your sword, your shield, your arrow. Your jab is everything. If you're a good boxer, you're actually supposed to be able to win if you need. You can outbox someone even with only jab. I remember in our team, this one guy who was very good at his weight class. He had like an international competition. He broke his wrist, right wrist. So he couldn't punch that one. And he won the entire amateur, I'm talking about amateur boxing match. He won with using jab, left hooks, and doing like, for example, combination. One of the ones I like, jab, sleep, hook, uppercut and hook, okay? So let's do that one. It's very effective. Really develops the strength and agility and explosivity of the left side. And you can see the difference between more experienced boxers who committed a lot of time and the ones who are not that experienced. Their jabs are more like this, they're getting tired, more easier. Whether when you see pum 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 pum, like you see those elite levels, their jabs are crazy. Okay guys, it's like really insane sometimes. So one of the combos that I really like is you throw jab. It can be fake jab, it can be just deception, and then you pull after that jab, go on the side, on the sleep, and you go stomach, uppercut, and then hook to the head, okay? So it's like boom, 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 okay? and then obviously move back. So again, boom, boom, okay? It's one of my favorite combos, by the way. She's 150 pounds. I know that I'm 54 kgs, and I'm not sure if it's correct in the pounds, but you judge yourself. How can I get faster punches? Start working on it gradually. Don't go to, like, if you break your technique, there's no point going faster. Slow down to the point when you can. Let's say this is your fastest, okay? Do that full range, okay? This is one of the good exercises, by the way. You just do like a burnout, whether on the boxing bag or as a shadow boxing or with the dumbbells. You just do this. Do the full. Don't do this, okay? Like a lot of people, a lot of amateurs are like, oh, okay. No. Even if you have to slow down, do the full range. Then relax, rest, go faster. And relax even more, rest longer if you need. It's one of the good exercises for the speed, that's what I mean. And then go fast. No, like a few, like 5, 6, 7 punches, for example. And also, to be faster, you gotta be more explosive. You have to be more explosive. So you're not gonna be, you gotta be able to be snappy. And for that, you need to work on that snappiness in the technique. That's why we do slow movement, but then we do boom, boom, like literally impact shadow boxing as well. But then you also gotta train strength separately. Proper strength training to develop your strength and conditioning, like those kind of things. You gotta do it. Also, work on stamina as a separate stage. Also, because if you really want to be sustainably fast, snappy, it's like a combination of all of it. Okay guys, let's keep going. So as I said, what was the last combo? It was jab, flip, uppercut, hook, okay? So it's like jab. To them,
very quick moment.
Yeah.
Remind them that the image is reversed.
Yeah, reminding you guys one more time. My husband reminded me again. Hey, hey, up. Well, say your name, please. I appreciate it. Thank you for donation. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. Well, all your donations, guys, help to grow my channel. It's started getting monetized. It's growing gradually, and it's only appreciation to you. Thank you for your help. And okay, so your name is Ayub. Ayub. I hope I say it correctly, okay? Because sometimes you read something, I might mispronounce it. But anyways, thank you very much. Shout out to you. Oh, didn't know you were married. Not surprised though. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Yes, I'm married, but yeah, we both are training quite a lot, by the way. Anyways, let's continue. So we already went through double jabs, and you can do triple jabs. You can do jab, like a jab, step back, jab, or jab, sleep, jab. You know, like there's so many things you can do.
The name is actually Ayub.
Yeah, I know. I read it. I said Ayub. Again, shout out to you again. Thank you very much, and I hope you're enjoying the stream. But yeah, okay, guys. So as I said, we played a little bit with the jab and like the front hand combinations. They're quite effective. Try to work stomach, head, stomach. That's a good way. Sometimes, like you aim for the head, but then you go like you do side flip, go straight right into the stomach. Like want it or not, your opponent drop their hands at some point. That's why it's good to go stomach, head straight away, or you can do stomach, go with the right to the head, or you can do bum, bum. You know, like there's so many ways to do it, and this is the beauty of it. You gotta practice it. You gotta try to diversify, try the new things. the most exciting part is when you do that on the technical sparring practices, when you actually try to execute those things. I'm really looking forward to get to that point, because building up a sparring presence, a fighting presence on the ring is like another work. It's another level of the work, okay? First horizontal or vertical upon impact. I didn't understand exactly what you mean. If you can clarify what you're saying. But okay, guys, I'm gonna keep moving on. Don't want to talk too much. Just rather show you more of the stuff, because there's some stuff, some things.
They're wondering if the hand is like this or like this.
Okay.
Vertical or horizontal.
Okay. I got the question now. Thank you. Thanks to Chris for explaining to me. So in the boxing, you rotate it that your those knuckles end up here. You can't, and in the end, you're not just throwing punches like this. You do kind of like boom. You also don't do this, right? That's the reason why. Like, you relax them, you throw the punch, you go like this, and then you kind of like put the end impact in the end. But essentially, it has to end up like this on the straight one, on the hook. We've been taught to do it that way. I readjusted to do hooks like that. I prefer hooks like, you know, you can do slightly from the down, slightly from the up. To me, it's just more comfortable that way. I know that to do it that way, it's better to get to the middle range, but this is how I hold it on the hook. And for the up, with the uppercut, same. You kind of have to dig it in. Okay, that's the one. I'll be honest, Chris is showing me this one, and well, under glove you can do it, or like, so that's the thing. I'm used to do this, okay, like a conventional boxing hold. But we looked up, and some another boxer on the YouTube channel was explaining that you hold your thumb, not like this, but like this. It's actually fun, amazing. You cannot break your wrist. So here, it's easy. Here, so it's like, basically, it's quite effective.
And it's natural like that inside the boxing glove too. You're not.
Yeah, in the boxing glove you cannot.
You're not doing that. You're actually, if you.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna be honest. I have not practiced that one. I even forgot about that one. It's just something that Chris discovered, and we were like, whoa! Like, we were playing with breaking each other's wrists. But like, you can try it now. Like, try it this way and try to break, or ask someone to break your wrist. It's almost impossible. So, and even if I do this, like, it kind of feels like, it feels, especially with the gloves, there's protection. There is a low chance for your thumb to get hurt or something. No one really sees it, but might secure your wrist position. But as I said, I don't really use it. I got used to it quite well this way, in a conventional way. What I do, I like to do like boom, like round it in. What was that? Okay, anyways. This is very smart. I almost broke my wrist playing punch boxing or shoulder when I was a kid. As I said, that's something that Chris discovered, and I think it's worth to mention, okay? As I said, I'll be honest, I got used to it like that way. My wrists don't break ever anymore because it's years of experience, but that way, holding it that way, I'm actually gonna try. I'm gonna practice and try if it works even better, by like if it actually affects the stiffness of the punch as well. I'll look into it. But I cannot lie to you. I didn't really practice it so far. Never used it during the sparring, for example. And yeah, cannot tell you more there than like sharing that information to you. But I'm glad if it was helpful, and you feel free to try it. Okay, well, what else do we have? We have some combos where you do that one. I'm actually practicing myself, and then really once you get to the point to actually be able to do, at least from one side, to do it on the ring. It's like 1, 2, 3, Lomachenko style shift rotation plus rotation. So you would do like 1, 2, 3, flip, just the switch right here, and then go on the hook, for example, from the side. Okay, so again, it's like 1, 2, 3, pump, pump, pump. So you gotta be. Let me take this one again. You can here. So it's like 1, 2, 3, pump, pump, pump. You see, from here, I came over there to just practice that movement. It's good for the general footwork as well. You can do like this exercise, okay? You can just do that on the same spot, but not just on the sides, but slightly. It's I can show you here. Not only just like this, but kind of getting side to side. You can use it as a separate training drill as well. Okay, let's keep going, guys. I'm just trying to think about some other stuff too now. Let's add up some. Like, let's focus on hands now as the extra protection, not only punches. So a lot of beginners, even after they learn throwing punches well, they stand like this, okay, or like this, or they just have their hands there. But in reality, there's so much more use to your hands. First of all, like moving, I'm not stiff. Like, I try to learn this. I was practicing that movement actually. I would do like, I'm just trying to get it on my palm. So palm, 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 down, 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 down. So you see, I'm shifting my hand, my head, taking the punch on the extra hand. So I'm not just leaving shoulder like this. I actually keeping them up, and I prefer to do it that way. I rather prefer use my hands, make you throw the punch down. For example, like boom, boom. So imagine. I wish at some point I have a sparring partner so they can show you. We can show it together. But you throw the punch, for example, and instead of just getting it here and they try to get it, because that way you're blinded for a second, and then when you try to get closer, it already gets harder, and usually you lose your opponent from the distance. What is a good way is, just boom, let them drop that arm, and you can go with the same arm. So it's like boom, boom, or like boom. You can do the same with the left arm, boom, boom. So you see, you can use both. Let's say I want to catch someone on the cross, and they're like, difficult to catch. I have to deal with their punches first. There's one way, bum, bum, okay? And another one is, okay? Dropping it with the left one. That is actually perfectly allowed in boxing, and obviously you don't hammer the opponent's hands. You don't do that. But it's like if you ever did the pad work, if you ever held the pads for your for someone else, you're gonna understand how it works. You basically play catching the pad with the glove and then turn that punch back. So yeah, gonna work more on that one. Okay, let me just drink my water because it's quite hot. It's a little bit better, but it's quite hot still, guys. Okay, let's keep moving. Okay, best part, drinking water, yeah. She's into competition boxing, not street, so I gotta remember that. Yes. I'm a lady, I'm a girl. Not really interested in unnecessary street violence and, you know, street fights. You're gonna be capable of doing stuff, protecting yourself. Yeah, Chris take care of that. He's into the street violence if needed. I am more, to me, boxing is a school. It is a great way to raise generations, to teach adults even and get better at it. So yeah, that's a sport, that's the honor, that's the respect, that's a community. So here on this channel, this is like a main topic, okay? How many fights do you have? As I said, I have quite a lot open ring matches in the gym, but it's not official record. And it's amateur boxing because I've been in amateur boxing only. I never tried to pro fight. And I think less than 5 fights in ABA, IBA, yeah. ABA. Yeah, I think it's ABA, according to that organization and the amateur boxing. And that's it. I don't have much, but I'm looking forward, you know, getting in my prime actually, being the strongest version of myself, being most focused than I've ever been in my life. So I think that's a good time to now train for it and get to the level of conditioning and stamina to get to the point. Because let's be honest, I mean, all the technique stuff, you can see, I like, there are quite a lot of things I already learned throughout the years, but you had to wrap up it with endurance and stamina, because if you can outpace your opponent, you won. Pretty much you won. So that's what I'm trying to do. We added some VO2 max training, cardio training. When we go to Kuwait, which is end of this month, we're gonna try to maybe do some boxing sparring. Is there any women there? Because I'm interested to do it with women specifically. I'm ready to deal with guys, just the technical stuff, just to work on the combos and stuff. But like with women, I would do a proper sparring session, 1 or 2 at least, you know, to see where I am. And in Georgia, I would do like get back to properly to it. Gonna do mostly technical sparrings and occasionally heavier ones, just to feel that pressure, and gonna save myself for the competitive level, for the competitions. Okay guys, keep going. Anyway, so there are a lot of things like, you know, boom, I really love slapping movements. So you just look, boom, boom. Sometimes there is another way you kind of get the punch that way. So you're not standing here only like that. You're like bum, 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 you know, bum, bum. Ideally, after getting the punch, snapping it, getting it on your glove, boom, reflecting it. Immediately you would do boom, boom. You would want to go immediately. There is no point just bum, then try to do it separately. No, like it's like you get the punch, then you attack almost immediately to win that timing. And yeah, like especially if you're a shorter boxer, you need to get to that middle range distance. That's a good way to do it. So it's not necessarily have to do slips only. You can do a lot of, use your own gloves, use your own hands to kind of bum, bum, you know, just block it, go through in. When it comes to punching as well, you know, especially if you're a shorter boxer, I don't recommend you to do this, okay? You're open with your head. You're probably not gonna reach with your punches that way. What you want to do is you do kind of slight sleeping and shifting even while punching. So you see, instead of standing like this, I do this. And here I do this. You see, like if you look at the stream, I've already moved my head, okay? So I do like pom pom. So even if I do just simple 1, 2, I would do pom pom, okay? Pom pom, and just leave that left hook. Doesn't have to be hard one. Just pom pom. Imagine like those impactful. And usually what will happen, we will slip through here, okay? That's why I built my technique around getting used to teaching myself how to, whenever I throw the punch, like a lot of people tell me, oh, you gotta relax your shoulders, but I'm relaxed. It's just my position, because I like to do this. I like to get on my shoulder, protect myself with the shoulder. So every time I throw the punch, I already have a habit that this shoulder touches my cheek. That's already ingrained in my movement. So instead of just throwing punch like this, I do bum, 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 bum. Okay? So yeah, that's how I do it. You can try it yourself, see by yourself, but obviously that's not an obligation stuff. Hey, and how are you? Whew. Yeah, when you do the body shift, you also do like, you know, like you can basically bump, bump, do like a slight step. Yeah. And anyways, let's just let me think for a second what else is left. There are obviously more and more advanced stuff, but I think we went through pretty much all basics today. And from that point, it actually gets more and more like an intermediate level, right?
Maybe just repeat the points.
Yeah, let's just go through it quickly. First was just 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2. Do it with different punches, okay? So basically learning how to shift your body from the right to the left and vice versa. Then the second part was doing steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes starting with the left as if you would do like a counter punches on the way back. Same on the sides, do it like 1, 2, 3, 4, starting with outside leg. Okay, then going around the circle, same idea. Okay, then adding some slips and rolls. So we would do combos like 1, 2, slip, cross, or 1, 2, slip, roll, hook, hook, and it's up to your imagination. Then we did added bouncing, and that you don't bounce when you punch. Once you get into punch, you can do boom, boom. But it's like a good way to hop in, do like a ghost step. 1, 2, one of the cool tools. And then we talked about other details, you know, working not in a conventional pace, but breaking the pace, throwing same hand punches over and over again, and mixing it up. And using your hands as the extra protection for the strategically being able to move even more forward. So those are the things we went through. There's some things like side steps, like you know you would do. So what you would do, the person comes over you and you basically like bum, like lay down, and just that's how Mayweather used to use that quite a lot. So it would be like bum, 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 bum. And you can do it to the right side as well. But yeah, let me just look into a little bit what you're saying, guys. I hope you liked it and you enjoyed this stream. Okay. Okay, guys. Love you guys. Well, blessing to you and your husband. I'm gonna go for now. Talk to you later. Next channel. By the way, thank you, Dustin. Highly appreciate it. Thank you for being here, and see you in the next stream for sure. Okay, we have a lot of votes here. Yeah, we basically, guys, we went through everything. So we went started from the basic stuff and went more advanced stuff. But I think we covered everything that we had to cover. General Squirrel says, very insightful. Thank you. Someone not going to gym has helped me a lot. Appreciate it, and yeah, hope you get your own routine. It doesn't have to be strictly gym, but staying active, doing some shadow boxing, like we say, anywhere under the sky. Like things like rope skipping, things like shadow boxing, you can do anywhere. Maybe that's this first base activity you want to do.
And I would say, like, next time we'll just continue on this so that you can make a little series of it.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. The next one is going to be just going to continue from that point and make it more advanced, work on the more advanced combos and how to create a power punch on the heavy back, all that kind of stuff. So again, guys, thank you very much for being here, for supporting me. That means a lot. You're helping me to grow this channel and grow the community. I really, really do appreciate you. Now, have a good day, have a good night, despite wherever you're from on the globe, and I see you on the next stream. By the way, next stream is going to be tomorrow, and if you look it up, I worked on that thumbnail quite a lot. You can see it in upcoming live streams. It's going to be a live stream together with our good friend Umed, who is a professional fighter. Like his record is mix of MMA, kickboxing, Muay Thai. He's a very interesting guy. He's also a coach, very good coach. He's one of the coaches here in Transport Unite. So we're gonna have some interesting stuff going on the beach tomorrow. But we're also gonna do like a little interview, talks, and hope he's gonna tell us some of his stories, his fights, his experiences, etc. So you're gonna be able to ask some questions to him as well. But anyways, don't miss that live stream. Thank you for being here, and ciao. I see you next time.